I'm gonna touch on what the brother was, the guy earlier was asking me about what he said how the end game gonna be, how all of us gonna end up together. So we gonna see what type of end game the Most High gonna have for you other nations. You other nations that's comfortable with your foot on our back. We gonna see. Joel 3:3-1.
The book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah.
So the Most High is making a statement about in those days, future prophecy. When he shall do what?
When I shall bring again the captivity of Judah.
That means bringing us up out of captivity. Go ahead.
And Jerusalem.
That means the whole 12 tribes. Go ahead.
I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Guess what? The valley of Jehoshaphat, or Jehoshaphat, is right there in the Middle East, in the Mediterranean Sea. Right? That's where all the nations is gathering up right now for war. Everybody is bordered, all the heathens that's going to fight against the Most High is bordered on that joint too. Go ahead.
And I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel.
No, everybody.
And for my heritage, Israel.
Come on, go ahead.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
Right, and you scattered us amongst the nations in slavery. Come down a little bit.
Right.
Now just, come on down a little bit, Solomon. Yeah. You scattered us amongst the nations in slavery. Go ahead.
And parted my land.
And did what?
And parted my land.
And guess what? You dirty bastards took our homeland.
That's right.
You inhabiting Israel. Go ahead.
And they have cast lots for my people.
Lots means 25, 25, 35, 45. So black man, nigga, big buck nigga right here, the Master Johnson.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And have given a boy for a harlot.
And guess what? They used to make our men out of sex slaves. They used to make our boys out of breeders. They used to make our boys out of breeders. And these dirty devils used to also rape our men and our little boys. You dirty pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of the term buck breaking? That's what them dirty crackers used to do. They used to take one of our biggest slaves and sit there and tie that man down and work him in front of the women and his wife. You know what I'm saying? Tie him down and bend him over and all that, work him in. That's what buck breaking means. Go ahead.
And sold a girl for wine.
And they did what?
And sold a girl for wine.
We talking about the Africans now. We talking about the Africans. Good? Slap. Good.
And sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
That they might do what?
That they might drink.
Right, they sold our women for musket guns and wine. Go ahead.
Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
So the Most High is asking you Africans. You so-called Africans, you Hebrews, you are not Africans. You blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you not Africans, you Hebrew Israelites.
That's right.
So the Most High is asking the Africans, what do you got to do with me? Oh, Africans, go ahead.
And all the coast of Palestine.
So who live in Palestine? The Arabs. So the Africans and the Arabs was the ones who gathered us up on the west coast of Africa and sold us to the dirty devil.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Will ye render me a recompense?
Will you pay me back?
And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
Go ahead, read that over again.
And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So guess what? The Most High said, if you recompense me, so you think you paying me back by putting my people in slavery? Guess what? Swiftly and speedily, I'm gonna put it back on your own head. Give me Revelation 13, 9 and 10. Go ahead.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
Guess what? You dirty devils is rich off of our wealth.
That's right.
You took our wealth. Go ahead.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Right, go ahead.
The children also of Judah.
Right, that's you blacks, you Haitians, you so-called African Americans, you so-called West Indians. Go ahead.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem.
That's you Hispanics and you Native American tribes. Go ahead.
Have ye sold it to the Grecians?
Who is the Grecians? The dirty white man.
That's right.
The Arabs and the Africans rounded you up and sold us to the dirty white man. Go ahead.
And have sold ye unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them from their border.
And the reason why they did it, because they wanted us away from Israel.
That's right.
They wanted us away from our homeland. That's why you dirty Africans and Arabs and you white people sold us far from our homeland. Go ahead.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
So that's what you seeing now. The Israelites is rising up. He rising us up in the place where he sold us.
Right.
Where all you other nations sold us and bought us to, the Most High is rising us up now. Go ahead.
And I will return your recompense upon your own head.
So it's our time to whoop your ass now.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah.
What the Most High gonna do?
And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah.
So get ready, it's payback, you Africans, you Arabs, you other nations. It's payback time in a minute. Go ahead.
And they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people far off.
Guess what? We're gonna make the Africans your slave masters.
Yes.
We're gonna sell you to the Africans and we're gonna make them be your overseers.
Right.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make Ham oversee you, Esau. Go ahead, give me that. That's it. Give me that.
The book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 9.
Right.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Right, if you got ears on if you got any understanding, go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity.
So we was just talking about, the Most High was just saying how he's going to pay the Arabs, the so-called white man, and the so-called Africans back. He that leadeth into captivity. The so-called, all other nations had us in captivity. He that leadeth into captivity, what?
Shall go into captivity.
That sound like karma. That sound like justice.
That's right.
Nobody want the black man's justice to happen.
That's right.
But it's gonna happen. Cause y'all know y'all got a heavy tab to pay, man.
That's right.
Your forefathers walked out and they left a heavy bill. They left a heavy tab. They went in the goddamn Cheesecake Factory and ran up the tab.
That's right.
Took 1,000 guests in the Cheesecake Factory and ran out. Ran out on you. You know how you run out, one nigga get caught? Ain't gotta pay the whole bill or get locked up? Esau about to get it. Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And on this poster right here, it's a lot of killing. So guess what? Your time coming too. A lot of these brothers and sisters come out here talking about, we not gonna do Esau like they did us. Nah, we not gonna be raping your men. We not gonna be no damn pedophiles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we gonna whoop your ass. You gonna get matter of fact, give me Revelations 18. Says people say we not gonna beat the white man or the other nations like they beat it. We got something for y'all. The Most High is making sure we seriously angry when that time comes. Revelations 18 and 6. Slaka, go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
So guess what? The Most High is telling us when that time come, pay you back the way you did us.
That's
Go ahead.
And double unto her.
No. Do what?
And double unto her.
So guess what? We're going to double down on the oppression and slavery.
Right.
Go ahead.
Unto her double according to her works.
Guess what? So the works that you did on us, we're going to double down on it. The Most High told us to double down on that thing when he put you in our hands. Go ahead.
Right. In the cup which she hath filled to her double.
And guess what? That cup of oppression, that cup of slavery, that cup of terror that you feel up on us, guess what? The Most High said, make that joint overflow double. I don't even care if it don't fill a cup. Overflow that joint. Go ahead.
How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her.
And guess what? You have glorified yourself on the backs of the Israelites, man. Yes, you other nations, you glorified yourself on the backs of the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans.
That's
and you
right.
living deliciously.
That's right.
Corny ass slave masters. All you got is your weapons, and that's all you got. All y'all is devils.
Right.
Right.
Damn corny devils. Go ahead, what you got?
For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow.
And guess what? A queen and no widow means America thinks she a nation and ain't gonna be touched.
Right.
That's what that means. Go ahead.
And shall see no sorrow.
Guess what? And that's why they proud as hell. That's why they keep going into every land. That's why they keep dropping bombs everywhere. Go ahead.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
So the Most High gonna tear this joint up in one day. Since you crackers want to be so proud.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Death and mourning.
That's right. The nuclear bombs gonna do what?
Death and mourning.
When the Most High make us tired enough, what we gonna do?
Death and mourning and famine. And she shall utterly be burned with fire.
Guess what? The Most High is gonna do what?
She shall utterly be burned with fire.
She said what?
Be utterly burned with fire.
Guess what? Them nuclear missiles gonna tear America up. And it's not gonna be a blade of grass growing here again. Not a person is gonna inhabit this place again. Get ready for your little la-la land to be burnt to a crisp.
That's right.
Because this ain't your land any damn way. Go ahead.
For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
That's right, and you crackers ain't strong as nothing. You only got the power that he allowed you to. Right. You're not even stronger than us.
Right.
Like I said, all you got is your weapons and your wickedness. And you can't do nothing. When it's an upright thing, a one-on-one, your ass finished. That's why it take 8 of y'all to take one of our puny ass men down. It take 8 of y'all to take one of our men that weigh 95 pounds soaking wet down. It take 8 of you corny crackers to take them down.
What you got?
Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 24.
Go to 20.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 20.
Right.
Thus art my battle axe.
Thou art what?
Thou art my battle axe.
Go to 19.
Go to 19.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them.
And guess what, you blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans? The Most High said, the portion of you ain't like these other nations. They corny as hell. The pastor's supposed to read this out of the Bible for you. He's supposed to tell you you special and better than everybody else. Go ahead.
For he is the former of all things.
Because guess what? The Most High loved us before he loved everybody. Go ahead. He loved us. He chose us before he chose everybody. Before he created the earth, he said, I'm going to make this earth for them niggas. Go ahead.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
And who?
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
There's a number on there. If you got a question, answer, brother, call. And it's a YouTube page on there too. Check us out, all right? All right, thanks, brother. Go ahead.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
No, read that up again.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
That's right. We the ones who inherited the Most High laws and customs. All right, brother. Take it easy, all right? You get the flyer? Yeah. All right, brother. Go ahead.
And the Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe.
Hey, brother. Get him, brother. Get him, brother. Thou art what?
Get his number.
Thou art my battle axe.
Read them.
I came with me when I was on my way. I felt like we were going to rebuke this thing today real bad.
Salaki, what you had? Go ahead.
20.
Jeremiah 51:20.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 20.
Right.
Bring it out.
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nation.
So guess what? That's what you're saying now. You're saying the Israelites rise back up to put these other nations in place in their rightful order. Go ahead.
And with thee will I destroy the kingdoms.
We're going to destroy these kingdoms. Most High going to use us to destroy these kingdoms.
Right.
Because we're going to rise up and preach this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And a lot of these other people that's been lied to, they're going to get mad as hell. And it's going to be a problem. Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider.
Right, and you police, when that time come, it's going 911 going to be done away with.
Right.
Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Right, that's your military and them tanks or the damn helicopters or whatever warplanes and stuff you got. Go ahead.
And with thee also will I break in pieces the man and the woman.
That's right. Go ahead, the ruling man and the woman. Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
Right.
And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
Right. Go ahead.
I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and the flock.
That's right. The shepherd is you fake Christian pastors. You so-called Christian pastors that's out here misleading our people, telling us lies. That battery went dead, dude. Slap. Slap. Go ahead. Hold that.
Don't respond.
That's why I respond to him, because I would have sliced his ass up in front of his woman. He would have been feeling mad. Go ahead.
23. Verse 23. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock.
Right. That's you fake pastors. You so-called pastors misleading our people. Right. And his flock. You wicked ass women and you bald-headed men. You faggots. You wicked jokers that do not like the truth. Put a diddy bop in that pimp, brother. Go ahead. This is my job to tell your ass get a pimp in your switch. You ain't gotta pay me nothing. Get a pimp in your switch, brother.
That's right. The husbandman and his ox.
Right, go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers.
That's right. All them captains, them generals and them army men and all that. The Most High about to take this place down, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And our people want to assimilate and try to get... You can't, black man, you can't get comfortable in this kingdom, man.
Right.
You can't find no snuggly place in this kingdom, man. Because if not, you just faking. Because can't no one man rise above the condition of his whole people. If we got a one man in the gutter, all of us in the gutter. Go ahead.
And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion.
Guess what? This is Babylon. America is modern day Babylon. Right. And all you inhabitants of Babylon, the Most High said he's going to render his evil. He said he's going to render what against Lot?
All their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight.
That's right. And you done all the evil that you done to the children of Israel. He's going to render payback to your ass. So with that, I'm gonna close out. I'm Brother Yaqataz.
I'm Brother Karatazar.
I'm Brother Solomon. Brother David.
Alright, Shalom. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Hamashiach. Yahweh Shai. Barak Ma'akat Slaki. Barakatham. Shamaratham. Shalom.
Boom, Yashar.
Pom Yasharal.